Hello again, kids, and this is lesson 210, page 157, changed expressed as a percent. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen with you. All right, change expressed as a percent. Now, we all have a pretty good idea of what the word change means. Change means when any number becomes larger or smaller than it was originally. Originally means in the first place, okay? Let me just give you some example sentences. The time for practice changed. So if you're on a sports team, your coach might text you and say, practice is at 5 instead of at 3. Okay? After my diploma, the amount of money I made changed to a higher number, meaning that when you got more education, maybe your boss gives you more money. But I have a little hint here. The original number is very important in percent problems. A lot of times people get mixed up because they are moving back and forth between original amounts and new amounts, and then they start with a new amount but act like it's the original amount, okay? So you have to remember how the original amount works. Okay, now let's take a look at changes of percent. Now, in the little sentences I said here, these are changes, like for example, if the practice used to be at 3 and now it's at 5, then it's just a change in time. After the diploma, if the amount of money changed to a higher number, then maybe someone was making like $100, now they're making $110, something like that. Okay, so in that case, it's just going up or down, or changing as just a regular number. Okay, but change as a percent means we start with an original number and you either add to or subtract from that original number a specific amount, and that amount is a percent. For example, 10% more time. Okay, that means, like for example, if you have 10 hours to complete something, then 10% more time would be an extra hour. So it'd be the 10 hours plus one more hour, which would make it 11 hours. Okay? A 50% discount. Now, with COVID-19 and all the stores having been shut down, I bet a lot of the opening stores are giving some nice discounts because they haven't been able to sell anything, and a lot of people might not be working, so they want to lower the price a little bit so that people will buy it. Okay? Let's say you were going to buy a plane ticket, and the plane ticket would normally be $200. A 50% discount would be $100 because 50% means half of. Okay? So the formula for percent of change is this, and I'll highlight it. Percent of change is equal to the amount of change divided by the original amount. Amount of change divided by the original amount. Okay. Now, there's ways to find that. What you want to do is you want to find the difference between the original amount and the new amount. Okay, when I say the difference, I mean to subtract. Okay, so if you originally had $100 and now you have $110, then you subtract 100 from 110, and that's how you get the new amount. So let's take a look at the first set of problems here. And this is the amount of decrease. Okay, so this might be good if something is on sale. Okay, so if the original cost of a sweater is $82 and the sale price is $73.80, then here's how you'd find it. You take the original amount, the original price, $82, minus the new amount, $73.80. Okay, and I wrote that here, 82 minus 73.80. Okay, Now 73.80, if I take that away, I get $8.20. And I divide that by my original number. Okay. I'm just going to move this up on the page. I just realized how far down I was. Okay. So 8.2 divided by 82. I can do it this way. Okay, so what I end up with is 0.1. Now 0.1 is a decimal, but you may remember in the last lesson, I said you can write as a percent if you move your decimal 2 places over. Now there's nothing here. That's right, there's nothing here, so I'm going to go ahead and take nothing and put it here. See how I put nothing there? And I came with the number 10. It's just a little clue to show you that 0.1, or 1 in the 10th spot, just means 10%. Okay? So this was a 10% decrease. It'd be like if you went in the store and the store said, this sweater is 10% off. Now, usually when something is 10% off, that means the store spent a lot of money on it, but it's not selling, so they will take a little bit less profit so that they can get it sold. Now, when stores have sales like 50, 60, 70, 80%, that means they just don't have enough room in the store, so they're just getting rid of stuff. But sometimes when they get rid of stuff, what's going to happen is you end up buying something like, for example, you buy a really big winter jacket, but it's spring, and you don't need a really big winter jacket, so you buy it and it sits in your closet for like 6 months before you can wear it. Done that before, that's why it comes to my mind. Okay, so again, the formula is original amount minus new amount divided by original amount when you are decreasing a number. When you're increasing a number, it's the opposite. New amount minus the original divided by the original. Okay, so in this case, let's just say you go to a guitar store and the invoice, or what it costs the store to buy a guitar, is $295. And then they sell it retail for $340, which means that they only make $45 off of the guitar when they sell it. It's not a whole lot of money, okay? But, I mean, if you sell enough of them, you can make a living that way. So point being, 295 is the invoice, the increase is 340. So in this case, we want to take the new amount minus the original amount. 340 minus 295 divided by 295. So let's see. So that would be $45 divided by 295. And on this one, I'll just go ahead and I'll use the calculator just to simplify here. 45 divided by 295 equals, looks like, so we'll just say about 15%. Okay? So that would be a 15% markup. Or basically means that they make 15% more than what they pay for the item. Okay? Now another one is percent of error. Now percent of error means that you're taking a guess at what something is, but you are not 100% sure. So when you find out what it is you want to compare the difference. So in this formula, you'll be estimated value, what you guess something is, minus the actual value, divided by the actual or original value. Okay, see how I use the word original again there. Now in this case, there was a problem in the book, and what it mentioned was If a person estimated that a rug is about 5 feet by 8 feet, when in actuality, the rug is 4 feet by 8 feet. Okay, so in this case, we put the absolute value symbols, and that's just to show that whether you have the original amount first or whether you have the original amount second, you want to subtract and always write your answer as a positive number. So 5 times 8 is 40, and 4 times 8 is 32. So I have 40 minus 32, which is 8. Okay, so that would be 8. And the absolute value of 8 is 8, meaning that it's written as a positive. Now, the value down here, 32, is just the actual value, which is 4 times 8 equals 32. Okay, so I have 8 over 32, which reduces to 1/4 as a ratio or as a fraction, but can also be written as 0.25 or 25%. Okay, so that means that the margin of error here is 25%. Okay, now in that case, margin of error is just a percentage used to show how accurate something is. Okay, all right, hopefully that helps, and thank you very much.